go. I'm not gonna do too many side quests and stuff here. I'm not gonna talk to that little boy.
So I take it
makes me
you did not
sad.
enjoy your Templar training?
That's directed at me, I take it.
Do you see any others about who have failed at their religious instruction?
I didn't fail, I was recruited into the Grey Wardens.
And if you had not been recruited, what would have happened instead?
I would have turned into a drooling lunatic, slaughtered the Grand Cleric, and run through the streets of Denham in my small clothes, I guess.
Your self-awareness does you credit.
I thought you'd like that.
Hey, you gotta kill these guys. Hi, we're Grey Wardens.
We done heard what was said. You're a warden.
You
I don't know
miss
if you
things,
killed
actually.
King Kalen, and make her forgive me, I don't care. But that bounty on your head could feed a lot of hungry bellies.
I'm
Attack!
sorry.
Must not
Really on this one.
You did not forever. As you say. Very well. Tear them apart.
Let's have it!
Concern for your own. Let us end this. Now we do battle. Very well. No quarter shall be given.
Man, do you guys ever stop yelling about how you're attacking? Okay, I got some stuff.
I shall do it.
Great. Excellent.
Are we done with this place? It may not be here later should we leave now.
I know. Wow, that's a hint.
Not exhaust our supplies. Very well.
Sorry,
How we
puppies.
get our hands dirty. Have no concern for your own existence. Damn you! I shall do it. I shall do it. Shall be done.
I tried to be merciful.
As you
Be
say.
careful!
As you say.
Here comes trouble! Watch out!
Alright. So I definitely didn't need to do that, but you know, whatever. Forgot about these guys.
It is begun.
Away with you! Your time to die!
Oh no, you don't!
Shall be done.
Grab some glory!
Fail.
You forced our hand! Is that all you
As you
got?
say.
Defend
Shall
yourself!
be done.
There we go.
Defend yourself!
It is begun.
Yeah, I'm done with this. Really? Really? That's it? Ugh. Gross. Don't care. Sure. Sure. And pick up smell fruit.
I shall do it.
Shall do it. Oh, my puppy. My puppy needs to pee here. No! Oh, puppy can't be here. Okay. I realize that sounds very dumb.
As you say.
I tried to be merciful!
It is begun.
Make her preserve us!
It is begun. Very well.
Here we go. Stabby, stabby. Okay. What quest? I don't even know what quest I was doing. Oh, I guess I get money. Okay. I was not aware I was doing a quest. Oh yeah, I don't permit links just cause for safety reasons, but I hate talking to that little boy because it's just like, hi, your mom's dead, bye.
Let him take notice and
bad.
shine upon thee.
Okay, thank you. Can I just have my money? Thank you. No, I can't. I can't do this to you, little child. Helpful refugee. Where is that guy? I don't even know where that guy is. Is he in one of these houses? Ugh. Shelter's board. I don't even know where this guy is. Yeah, I know it's some area map. Well, I don't see him. I'm looking for that guy for the conscription thing. Is he in here by any chance? Yeah, the Urton is now rewarded. Alright, I really just don't see this guy. I'm not talking to him either. He's like, oh, I want to put stuff that's bad in my fields and it's gonna poison everything. Sure. Let's go. I guess never mind. I don't feel like looking it up.
Did you see the new recruiters out?
Ugh. I guess he's over here. Must be
You
over
are
here.
very beautiful, Morrigan.
Tell me something I do not know.
Oh.
But you are always dressed in such rags. It suits you, I suppose. A little tear here, a little rip there to show some skin. I understand.
You understand I lived in a forest, I hope?
Maybe we could get you in a nice dress one day. Silk. No, maybe velvet. Velvet is heavier, better to guard against the cold in Ferelden.
Oh.
Dark red velvet.
Mm.
Yes. With gold embroidery. It should be cut low in the front, of course. We don't want to hide your features.
Stop looking at my breasts like that. 'Tis most disturbing.
And it's
You
not.
don't think so? And if it's cut low in the front, we must put your hair up. Show off that lovely neck.
You are insane. I would sooner let Alistair dress me.
It'll be fun, I promise. We'll get some shoes too. Shoes. We could go shopping together.
Man. Let her just be gay. It's not a gay panic, she just doesn't know how to deal with it.
I shall do it.
Let's see this. Distant bagpipes. Okay, I think we're done here. I'm not gonna bother. There's mods to make her gay. Unfortunately,
Away with you, foul creatures!
the
Leave us
person that
alone.
makes it isn't my favorite. You know.
I am your
I shall do it.
As you say. Sometimes.
Hitting the wrong button in battle.
Oh, this should be good. Begin the onslaught.
There we go.
Alright, another battle is then.
Perfect. Great.
Mighty timely arrival there, my friend. I'm much obliged.
Yeah, some are fine. It's I know there was one that she also made the Dorian's like straight mod. Not too keen on that. Anyway, Just how obliged. You're welcome.
The name's Bodon Fedek, merchant and entrepreneur. This here is my son, Sandal. Say hello, my boy.
Hello.
Road's been mighty dangerous these days. Mind if I ask what brings you out here? Perhaps we're going the same way.
Oh yeah, she definitely asked Liliana for advice on her dress in Inquisition. You know what? Actually, she probably just received the dress in the mail anonymously and just knew it was from Liliana. Alright, I don't you want to travel with me?
Grey Wardens? My, that does rather explain a lot. No offence, but I suspect there's more excitement on your path than my boy and I can handle. Allow me to bid you farewell and good fortune, though.
Goodbye.
Now then, let's get this mess cleaned up, shall we?
Yeah, we'll never see them again, right? We totally will see them again, though. Oh, they have a thing on.
We'll be off as soon as this mess is clean.
As you say.
Yeah. Thank you kindly for all your assistance.
Can I click on the Harlock without disturbing my people? Thank you. Ugh. Blood mage. I'll take that.
It is begun.
Alright. Let's go! We're gonna do a camp scene and then we're gonna call it, I think. Yeah, gather my party! So we're gonna go to the camp, talk to everybody for the first time, and then call it. Duke, that is a great, yeah. She definitely uses it just to pop in on her friends.
Bad dreams, huh?
Aww. Seems so real.
Well, it is real, sort of. You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the
He's a
Darkspawn.
beautiful dragon.
That's what your dream was, hearing them. The Archdemon,
He's just a little peaky.
talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight.
It's the Archdemon. Is that the dragon?
I don't know if it's really a dragon, but it sure looks like one. But yes, that's the Archdemon. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me too.
You probably should have warned. You probably told me earlier. Any other surprises I should know about?
Other than dying young and the whole defeat the blight alone thing, no. I'm all tapped out for surprises. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
Yeah, Archdemons were old gods. Good stuff. Party camp. Get all these quests going. First off, let's go welcome our new members.
Ah, it's good to see you, my timely rescuer. Bodon Fedek, at your service once again. I saw your camp and thought to myself, what safer place to rest for the evening than in the camp of a Grey Warden? I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence.
Though, so.
How does that sound? Good? Yes?
You're free to stay. Just mind yourselves.
Wonderful. Thank the kind lady, won't you, boy?
Sorry.
Thank you, kind lady.
We won't be a bother to you and your companions, I assure you. If you should need enchantments, simply talk to my boy. Otherwise, come speak with me.
The best boy. Hi.
Hello.
The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him a... what was it now? A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed.
Yeah, he's a little too skilled. Okay.
Are you sure I can't interest you in this hat? A pair of earrings, perhaps? A cheese knife?
Goodbye.
Alright, bye. For now. Alright, let's talk to Sten. Let's talk to Sten.
Why are we stopping?
I think I should get to know you, Sten.
There are darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful?
Are you alright? You were in that cage for weeks.
You are concerned. No need. I am fit enough to fight.
Are you? You said you were in the army.
I am.
Have you ever fought in the war?
I have always fought in war, elf.
So you must know your way around a battlefield, then.
Some of them. They aren't all alike.
I've never seen a Kunari before. Tell me about your people.
No.
Please?
People are not simple. They cannot be summarized for easy reference in the manner of... The elves are a lithe, pointy-eared people who excel at poverty.
A little hostile. Never mind.
As you wish.
Sten approves anyway.
Yes.
What were you doing in that cage?
Sitting, as you observed.
Very funny.
Thank you.
Are you going to answer my question?
I did. Parshera, was there anything else?
I have a question.
I am hardly surprised.
Why did you come to Ferelden?
To answer a question.
What was the question?
The Arishok asked what is the Blight. By his curiosity, I am now here.
Do you have to report back then?
Yes.
When are you going to do that?
Never. I cannot go home.
Why not?
It doesn't matter now. Can we move on? We keep the darkspawn waiting.
Let's go.
As you wish.
I love him. Sten approves +7. Sweet. Okay, I'm gonna talk to Morrigan.
What do you wish of me?
I'd like to ask you something.
If you must.
Did you grow up in the Korkari Wilds?
Why do you ask me such questions? I do not probe you for pointless information, do I?
You could if you wanted to.
Oh, what luck. What is it you asked? If I grew up in the wilds?
I can
A
bone
curious
Alistair,
question. Where else would you
Leliana,
picture
and
me?
Zevran.
For many years it was simply Flemeth and I.
Sorry.
The wilds and its creatures were more real to me than Flemeth's tales of the world of man. In time I grew curious. I left the wilds to explore what lay beyond, never for long. Brief forays into a civilized wilderness.
You remain unnoticed.
For the most part. Flemeth taught me well. For all that I had been taught, however, the truth of the civilized lands proved to be overwhelming. I was unfamiliar with so much. So confident and bold was I, yet there was much that Flemeth could never have prepared me for.
I can just imagine.
I rather doubt that.
I'm Dalish.
Only once was I accused of being a witch of the wilds, and that by a chastened who happened to be traveling with a merchant caravan. He pointed and gasped and began shouting in his strange language, and most assumed he was casting some curse upon me. I acted the terrified girl, and naturally, he was arrested.
That was quick thinking?
Men are always willing to believe two things about a woman. One, that she is weak, and two, that she finds him attractive. I played the weakling and battered my eyelashes at the captain of the guard. Child's play. The point being that I was able to move through human lands fairly easily. Whatever humans think a witch of the wild looks like, 'tis not I. Not that I did not have trouble. There are things about human society which have always puzzled me, such as the touching. Why all the touching for a simple greeting?
I may have studied her dialogue a little bit. I have no idea. I'm not human.
Do not speak to me of trivialities. Your culture is not so entirely different. There were many nuances that Flemeth could never tell me of. When to look into another's eyes. How to eat at a table. How to bargain without offending. None of these things I knew. I still do not understand it all, truth be told, but then I gave up long ago any hope of doing so.
Aww.
When I returned to the wilds last, I swore to Flemeth that I had no intention of leaving again.
Well, I'm glad it worked out this way.
Yes? Let's ignore the entire Darkspawn threat in the presence of a simpleton as your only other Grey Warden ally, then. Not that I lack appreciation for the intent of your comment. Thank you. Well, let's get on with it before the ground opens up and swallows us, yes?
That was a good first convo with her. Alright. Just gonna do these two. I'll leave that for the lore and Liliana.
Yes?
Like to talk.
Well, here I am.
Here I am. This vision of yours.
I knew this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell. And the darkness drew me in.
What then?
When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rosebush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith.
I didn't need your Maker interfering. And this made you want to
In
help
my
me?
dream, I fell. Or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the Blight. I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the Blight devours everything?
Everything. I suppose I couldn't sit by.
That is why
either.
you're a Grey Warden. Come, there's a Blight to stop.
Like, okay.
What do you need?
I'd like to ask you something.
Ask away.
What can a Templar do? No, that's about the abilities. Tell me about the Grey Wardens.
Such as they are.
Let's see. What do I want to ask? So what happens now that there's just two of us?
I imagine that eventually the Grey Wardens outside of Ferelden will wonder what's happened. Why there's no contact from Duncan or someone. They'll send someone eventually. Though who knows what Loghain's people in Denerim will tell them. Maybe they won't send anyone.
Probably
we could
not.
try to contact them. But that would mean leaving Ferelden, and even if we did, they couldn't come back with us in time to stop the Blight. So that means whatever happens...
I mean, they come
up
back,
to
but
us.
it would probably take like 2 years. Where are the nearest Grey Wardens?
That's a good question. There's plenty in Orlais, but who knows where they might be found. And the nearest Orlesian city is weeks away. If we go north and cross the sea, there's bound to be some in the Free Marches.
Yeah.
Again, however, I just don't know
Maybe go to
where.
Kirkwall.
I don't know anything about Grey Wardens in other lands.
Let's see. Is there headquarters?
Here in Ferelden, there's our compound in Denerim at the palace, but that's it. Loghain will have control over that and be watching it, no doubt.
Yeah, probably.
Beyond that, the only place I know of is Weishaupt Fortress.
Oh, Weishaupt.
That's the headquarters of all Grey Wardens in the Anderfelds, 1,000 miles from here. But I've no idea how to even contact them. So unless we
Letter,
try
maybe?
to get back to the compound in Denerim, I suppose the answer is no. There's nowhere for us to go.
Do we, like, rebuild the order?
I mean, eventually we would have to use the joining to make more Grey Wardens, right? But I don't know how to do the joining, or what's involved. I know it involves Lyrium and some other
there's a
magic,
bunch of
and
magic
it's really
and stuff,
difficult
and
to
it's
prepare,
really,
but that's
you
it.
know,
Unless we can find out more
blood
about
magic,
the joining,
honestly.
I guess we better get used to the idea that there might only be 2 of us for now. Until more come from elsewhere.
Okay.
About the Grey Wardens, anyhow. Fair enough. What do you need?
Anything?
Ask away.
How did you become a Grey Warden?
Same way you did. You drink some blood, you choke on it, and pass out. You haven't forgotten already, have you?
Haha.
I do my best. What can I say? Let's see, I was in the Chantry before. I trained for many years to become a Templar, in fact. That's where I learned most of my skills.
No. You don't seem like the religious sort.
You're telling me I was banished to the kitchens to scour the pots more times than I can count. And that's a lot. I can count pretty high.
Can you?
The Grand Cleric didn't want to let me go.
He's a smart boy.
Duncan was forced to conscript me, actually, and was she ever furious when he did. I thought she was going to have us both arrested. I was lucky.
You think this is better than being a Templar?
Oh, I suppose the Chantry life is good enough for some. Here, we have the chance to fight against the Blight. To actually do some good instead of sitting in a temple somewhere.
Yeah.
I'll always be thankful to Duncan for recruiting me.
Aww.
If it hadn't been for him, you know, I wouldn't have.
I'm sorry.
No, it's... I'm sorry. I shouldn't be... It's fine. He died a hero. They all did. Come on, let's go. I think I'm done talking.
That's fine. You're a good boy, Alistair. Okay, now let's round it off with talking to Kitty.
Oh, why, you little... Your furry friend here took offense at me getting near his food. He snapped at me, look.
It's just a warning.
Don't you think I don't know it? Sometimes I forget that he's a war dog. That'll teach me.
Good puppy.
I once heard a really
now
old
we have...
legend about
just
how
wanted
the
to pet
hound
the
warriors
dog.
in the days of the old tribes would feed their Mabari the flesh of the vanquished.
Oh.
Well, that's what I heard anyway. It would sometimes be human
Stop
flesh.
scaring my puppy.
Oh, like you can tell the difference. For all you know, maybe you've already been fed something.
Alistair.
Someone.
Alistair, leave my puppy alone.
Hey!
He's full of rubbish. There you go.
Look at your
my
food
God, I
dog
just
placed in my pack.
Aww.
A putrid, half-eaten hare is not something a woman wants to find in her unmentionables.
He means well.
The dirty mongrel can have this back. There. And tell him not to do it again.
It was a gift.
I don't want it, you worthless furbat.
Oh. I think you hurt his feelings.
Oh, he's just trying to be manipulative, I can tell. I do it too.
Oh, this is their growl off. Man, I'm just getting all the scenes with them. I'm sorry. The puppy, I love you, puppy.
You are a true warrior and worthy of respect.
Yes! That's my kitty! Trying to find a way through the earth? Yeah. Good puppy. Alright, have fun. That was a good puppy. Okay, we're gonna call it there for now. This has been Taryn, the Dalish Rogue. And we'll figure out who we want to start romancing. We'll figure out what we're doing. And thank you for joining me. It's been so much fun. I had a blast, and I will definitely do this again sometime soon. So thank you guys for joining.